Hello, I'm out here camping today with my family and my brother's family, and we're out acquiring firewood for the campfire. It brought us something to our attention that we do all the time, but we wanted to show it to you, and that's a fatwood stump. When you're out collecting firewood, you know, you take down the dead trees or the firewood laying on the ground or whatever, but a lot of people overlook these stumps. As you can see, this is a fatwood stump. You can identify it by all the pitch. This is a pine stump, so it's got pine resin, pine pitch all over it. This thing is totally full of pine resin, and it's very solid, very, very solid, and that's how you can identify them, and it's not rotten or broke up. This thing, you can cut into it. Usually takes a chainsaw, or it's pretty hard with an axe, but I'll chainsaw it here in a minute and let you see what it looks like. But it's full of pitch, and the good thing about these is that they'll burn for a really long time. They burn really hot and for a really long time. So what we like to do with them is we like to cut nice little chunks about like this, like you'll see me do in a minute, and we put that on the fire at night after we're done cooking and everything, because the only drawback to these is that they smoke when they burn, because all that resin is smoking and burning. So we don't like to cook over them because it could leave a flavor on your food, and it's a lot of black smoke coming off it sometimes, not a lot, but some. So what we do is after we're done cooking and we're just sitting around the fire, we'll throw one of these logs on, and it'll burn for 2 or 3 or 4 hours, depending on the size of the log, and you don't have to use that much firewood. So you come out and find a stump like this would last us for literally weeks. We usually find smaller ones. This is actually quite a large one, but we make it a habit to go out through the forest and kick all the stumps and check them for, see if they're fatwood, and get one for our night log every night for the fire. The other thing that these are really good for is you can cut you a piece, take it home with you, or do it in camp. You can take a hatchet or a big knife like our K-bars that you've seen us use, and you can cut them into fatwood sticks like you can buy in the store or whatever, and you can use them for fire starters. You can shave them for Maya dust, all that kind of good stuff. So it's just a really good resource. A lot of people overlook them because they just think it's a stump sitting here. But this is a fantastic resource to use here. I'm going to go ahead and cut that piece out so you can take a look at it and see what we usually do and how it looks inside. As you can see, this is very flammable Maya dust. So if you wanted to collect that up, see how that packs together? That's just full of resin and pitch, and that stuff just burns like crazy.
Well, and the smell too. You can completely smell the pine.
It smells like turpentine.
Turpentine, yeah.
You can smell it in there. So I'm going to go ahead and chop this off now with the chainsaw and let you go ahead and see that inside. Okay, so there you go. You can see there's some carpenter ants in here, but you can just see how that's just full of pitch. That stuff is just, you know, it's just weeping. You can see, I hope you can see that on video. how moist that is. That's all pitch. And that just burns like gasoline almost. That's just
super hot. I mean, when we put one of these on the fire, we have to move the chairs back 2 or 3 feet at least, and we get big old flames. You'll see, we'll burn one tonight, or we'll burn this one tonight and let you see how it burns.
So anyways, just giving you, probably a lot of you out there know what these are or find them, but I'm sure there's some people that don't. A lot of people we come camping with, when we show them this, it's the first time that they've ever seen one. So anyways, just wanted to pass a little bit of what we do along out here to you.
And we'll burn this later and then cut it in. All right, we're going to go ahead and put this Fatwood stump that we showed you sawing up earlier in the day today. Now we have a fire going. We actually split it in half, so if you can see that we split it, only because of throwing one of these on here is going to add a ton of fire, as you're going to see. So we'll throw one on and then we'll have one for later. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this on the fire. And you can go ahead and watch that catch up. And as that thing gets going, it'll burn. It's going to get really hot and it'll burn for hours. That one stump right there, probably that piece I threw in will probably burn for 3 or 4 hours.
And as you can see, it's already caught really well, and it's already totally engulfed in flames. So it's good stuff. That's our night log. That'll last us till we're ready to go to bed.
I don't know if you can see the black smoke. I talked about it's burning a little dirtier.
No.
It's getting hot though. Now everyone has to move the chairs back.
Alright, as you can see, that's really taken a hold now. It's been about 3-4 minutes, and that is just throwing flames probably about 2.5-3 feet high. And it's just that one little log. As you can see, nothing in the fire has changed but that one Fatwood log. The other logs, you can see the ends of them right there, aren't really engulfed in flames, but that Fatwood log is totally engulfed in flames. So anyways, it's worth your effort to go out and try and find one of those if you're camping, because you don't have to tend the fire. You can just put one log on like that and just relax and enjoy your evening.